All right. Somebody asked me if the Tidradio TD-H3, the original TD-H3, with NicSure Firmware could possibly transmit on CB radio frequencies. And I told them I thought that it might be able to. So what we did was I set it up to transmit, and he asked me to transmit on channel 19. So I set it up to transmit on channel 19. So let's see what happens. Now, before we go any farther, I just want you to see I'm connected to a dummy load. All right, connected to my SureCom SW102 HF meter, and through there I've got the dummy load. All right, so first of all, let me try pushing the push to talk key, and it does indeed try to transmit on channel 19. All right, so we're not transmitting on an antenna. It's not going out into the atmosphere. So all you FCC Nazi guys, just stay quiet. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my SureCom SW102 HF meter. All right. So as you can see, I got the HF meter here. I think I'm just going to lower this down a little bit. There you go. A little easier to see. And I'm going to try transmitting now. And what are we going to have? Well, we've got about 4.5 watts, and we have a terrible frequency. It's 64.405. Wow. Well, that's not 27.185. What's up with that? Well, what I found was that there are several harmonics that get transmitted with this radio. And those harmonics are actually stronger than the original frequency, which is the 27.185 frequency. So, since they're stronger, the strongest one is going to show up on the meter. All right. But I want to show you something else about this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move everything over here along with my dummy load. And I'm going to put my frequency counter right here. I'm going to see if there might be a frequency that comes off of the dummy load so we can see if something actually comes up. And it does. Look at that. So, and the frequencies change. Look at that. They don't change much. But guess what? Look at that, 163.1099. So again, there's plenty of harmonics at play here, and it's not going to transmit very well on the original frequency of 27.185. So can it transmit on that frequency? I believe that it can. Is it any good? No. It's so bad that I wouldn't even bother to try. But that's why we experiment, and that's why we test. Remember, one test is worth 1,000 expert opinions. This is Dave with Ham Radio GMRS Test and Review, saying 73 and so long.